Paul Pierce put it out there the other day for a lot of things, especially a lot of hate for the Heat. Heat Nation not going to be very happy. 305-567-0560 number to call in if you want to comment on what Paul Pierce recently said about he and Dwyane Wade.
On my team, put LeBron and Bosh with me. I'm not going to win one. You don't think?
Ooh.
Yeah. You put me, LeBron, and
Isaiah Thomas said.
Me, LeBron, and Bosh. We're not gonna win one.
Yeah,
we're not gonna win a couple.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
that's true.
So I'm saying though, like who's the better 3-point shooter?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Is he a better scorer? Is he a better scorer? Okay, he averaged more points than me career. I can shoot the three.
He's a better slasher.
I can post up. I can get to the line. Who a better scorer?
See, you know what it is, and I'm totally.
Yeah, it's just he was fancier. It was just he was fancier.
No, what I'm going to say
Let's break it down.
No, well, I'm about to give you a props, but because what happened is this.
This is a good topic.
100% good topic because
Wade was better two-way though.
What happened is that Dwyane Wade is flashy. He slashes everything, and what I seen was Doc Rivers say something about you one time, and it was like preseason when y'all practice and do other things. He's like, these young boys come in there and think Paul is slow, think he can't jump, think he's not athletic, and his skill set is so amazing, that he kills them before the season even starts, and they think they're going to come in there and do that. So Dwyane Wade looks more fancy, he dunks, he jumps around, but you have a great skill set, and I'll give you that. And what you made was great points. If you had Shaq for a year, you may win a championship. If you got Bosh and LeBron, definitely don't win a championship.
Like, come on.
Right. So,
come on now.
What other question? Mason, you going to say something, Murder?
Yeah. And I don't want this to be a knock versus Wade.
No,
it's not. It's not a knock versus Wade.
But I'm just saying, like, I think
we in the barbershop.
For a long time,
my skills went unappreciated because I didn't get to play with a lot of great players.
Yeah.
And then I got to play with KG and Ray past their prime. Okay, if 4 years earlier, you put me, Ray, and KG together. You think we ain't walking away with 3 chips?
Right.
That's real.
Oh, man. A lot to digest right there. First of all, don't want to take any shot. There's not a shot at Dwyane Wade, which all that it was a shot at Dwyane Wade.
First of all, we got to give thanks. That clip was from It Is What It Is, the Cameron and Mace show with Stat Baby that's on YouTube. It's the hottest show, hottest sports show right now, and it's the show that a lot of networks are looking at and trying to copy. If you notice that, a lot of shows are changing the dynamics. Undisputed, First Take, they're trying to be more current, like this show is, and they had Paul Pierce there, and like I said, Paul was drinking, Paul was comfortable, he was having fun, and it, like they said, it was a barbershop conversation. And it's a conversation that many people have. And because Paul was made fun of the last time he made a mention of him being better than Dwyane Wade, he was ridiculed for that. But he felt comfortable being around guys that will understand what he's trying to say.
Okay, yeah, I will agree with this. What Paul Pierce said, I don't think was false. I think if you paired him with guys like Shaq, guys like
he was with
James,
Shaq
and Chris Bosh.
But he's talking about in their prime.
Right. He would have won some championships. But don't get that diluted that he's better or as good as Dwyane Wade. As a player, Dwyane Wade was a better overall basketball player than Paul Pierce. He's trying to roundabout make himself sound better when not really proving that point. But yes, I would say that Paul Pierce. I don't like how he threw shade at KG and
no. You noticed that, right? There was okay.
That was some shade.
Dave, I'm so happy. That's why we in. Nobody really heard. He threw some low key shade. Like, I never played with anybody.
4 years past their prime.
I was like, KG and Ray, they were past their prime.
Ooh, if I'm KG, I'm like, wait, what? And KG takes that stuff serious.
Well, that's his man. That's his boy. But I get what he's saying. He never played with these guys when they were in that MVP type form, but KG won Defensive Player of the Year, and he didn't need to carry the offense because he had Paul and he had Ray, and obviously Ray wasn't the same guy, but Ray, who was better than Ray with 3-pointers, coming off those curls, those screens. Paul was the man. And I think winning against the Lakers in 2008 and being finals MVP, it gave a guy who liked to talk a lot, who talks trash, some fuel to talk that trash.
And I mean, he was on some bad Celtics teams. I'll give him credit for that.
And listen, him and Antoine, they took the Celtics to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they were getting eliminated in the first round. So yes, he needed KG and Ray Allen to get there. That Ubuntu 2008 Boston team, Rondo, Perkins, former Heat, great role player James Posey. Yeah, I even think PJ Brown helped them win. In that time, I think former Heat PJ Brown might have helped them win the title at that time as well. But
he did say not. This is no disrespect to Dwyane Wade. I don't know.
It's not. It's
hearing that. Do you think that he doesn't like Dwyane Wade? Do they not like each other?
Nah, I don't think the Heat and Celtics. Those players, they don't. There's still something there. It's a healthy competition. They may give each other the head nod, like, yeah, what's up, what's going on? But they're not cutting it up in the club. You know what I mean? They're not buying bottles together. No, they're not doing that. You're on your side, I'll be over here on my side, and we cool.
Do you believe Paul Pierce was ever as good as Dwyane Wade as a basketball player?
Paul was clutch, man. Paul was clutch. Like, Paul O'Key is one of those guys that you want the ball in his hand, that you know where he was going to go. He's going to get to a spot, and he's going to hit that jumper, and he's going to talk trash.
Yeah, and he did it a different way. And they brought up a good point on the podcast. Dwyane Wade did do it a lot flashier, a lot more highlights. Paul Pierce was that just kill you softly, and he had great skill. And he's one of those guys, although he was very, very good, he's one of those guys like, how is he eating my lunch this bad? It's because he just did a little bit different. Once again, I'm not saying that what Paul Pierce says was false. I think you put him with some of those guys in their primes. You put him in some of the same situations as Dwyane Wade. He was not as good as Dwyane Wade, but he's right at that level. And I know some people might get mad at this and say Paul Pierce was never on Dwyane Wade's level. They were in that same echelon of talent. I think Dwyane Wade was a little bit better.
I would say I agree with you in that. I think they're not that far from similar players in the fact that you're not gonna pick them first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in the court and there's a whole group of great players, you're not going to pick them first, but you know who they are.
But you sure want them on your team.
You sure want them on your team.
Yeah.
But Dwyane was a bit like somebody like Mace had said in the cut. Dwyane was a better two-way player. Dwyane was a better defender.
They really glossed over that very quickly. Was a better Did you notice that?
No, that's why I know Paul was. That's why Paul kept on. See, you got to read between the lines, like my man Matt Hoffa.
He said, great, he's a better two-way player. They just kept talking.
They just kept talking. Notice that when Mace said that, he kept on saying, I'm still a better three-point shooter than him. Like, all of that. Like, he was trying to show his offensive skills. So, better complete player, Dwyane Wade.
Absolutely. But also, like, Paul Pierce is a very roundabout person. I'm not just talking about his body type, but very roundabout.
Oh, he's fat.
So, he says this, who was the better scorer? And then he gets it out of the way immediately. He had a better lifetime average than me, but who could shoot a better three? Who could post up? Okay, it doesn't matter. Who had more points? Who had a higher average? It's pretty simple right there. Paul Pierce did have a lot of weapons, but
no. Hold on.
Dwyane Wade averaged more in his career.
Paul had the ball a lot in his hands before KG and Ray Allen was there. Remember, he was playing with Twan Walker. It was him and Twan that was shooting the ball the most. So Paul could have led the league in points and everything like that if he wanted to, but he didn't. Dwyane did.
See, my argument if I was Paul Pierce is like, at the end of my career, I average a lower amount. That's how come he has a higher amount. That would be the better argument.
So did Dwyane.
That's true. But Dwyane didn't deteriorate as much as Paul Pierce did at the very end. Paul
got bad. Then, Paul went to LA, wanted to live home and try to, he tried to do that. He tried to get the Karl Malone ring, that, the ring where you just get on the end of a team. You try to ride it out the last days of your career, and then you just get a ring so you can say you're a two-time champion instead of a one-time champion. But listen, I love the Boston-Miami rivalry, that it still continues.
Paul Pierce doesn't let it go.
And he won't let it go. And he doubled down. He doubled down on what he said. And he felt comfortable in that program to say what he meant. And he didn't.
Oh, man. Still not scoring a lot of points with Heat Nation right there, saying that he could have done everything that Dwyane Wade did. that he was actually a better scorer than Dwyane Wade, and not a shot at Dwyane Wade. And then he kind of throws KG and Ray Allen under the bus. Just kind of, oh yeah, they were 4 years past their prime. I could have played with prime players. I could have done this. But like the rest of the guys are like, true. Like I said,
Oh no, listen, at that point when somebody's talking like that, you just want them to you want them to,
not like I said, not totally untrue. I do agree with some of the things he was saying. At the same time, I think Dwyane Wade was a better scorer. And I think, like you said, better overall player, Dwyane Wade. But at the same time, Heat Nation, please don't murder me. I'll say it again. Paul Pierce and Dwyane Wade in their primes, we're on the same, when I say level, they're in the same echelon of player. Dwyane Wade might have been a little higher here and there, but they're still in that same bracket. They were still in that same bracket. But forever, there's not going to be a lot of love between Paul Pierce and Heat Nation. And I'd like to hear Dwyane Wade's comments. Maybe they can get him our weekend. Dwyane, if you want to come by the show and say what you got to say, let's go.
Heat Nation, with Sergey saying Paul Pierce sucks.
Yeah, they got the chant. We have it. Paul Pierce sucks. Paul Pierce sucks.
And he said, ask the stripper Paul Pierce live, and she'll say Dwyane Wade is better. That's messed up.
Nah, yeah.
That'd be nasty work if you get a dancer and you try and holler at the dancer, and the dancer was like, oh, Dwyane Wade's better than you.
And Dr. Toboggan taking the ultimate, and of course, easy shot at Paul Pierce.
Oh,
Poop,
crap,
pants,
plus pants.
wheelchair, enough said.
And by the way, he's supposed to answer that. He said he didn't poop in his shorts.
I don't know.
I mean, he looked like he did.
There was some physical evidence there. I mean, it happened.
Really? Was there a stain?
I thought there was a little dot. I think they zoomed in there. There was like a little brown dot on the back.
Hey, yo.
Hey. And same thing with Lamar Jackson that year that he was running. He said he had cramps and
Oh
everything.
no, he had no. He had the Elvis walk.
He was walking all.
No. He had the Elvis. I got to take a crap walk.
I mean, it happens. You have to probably protein.
Vegas?
You have to protein and carb load, and
but at that time though, it was like in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Dude, you played an hour and a half. You had a halftime.
It was the strangest thing ever that happened to me. The one time I ran a marathon, it was as a joke for the radio station. I didn't train, but I was like, I can do this. Man, those bathrooms, and you realize why the bathrooms are so blown up, the porta potties, because these people have loaded up protein and fluids, and they just got to get it out halfway through, or not even halfway at the beginning of the race. So I don't know. Paul Pierce, did he poop his pants? I don't know. Does he hate Dwyane Wade? Yeah. Does he hate the Heat? Yeah. Is he better than Dwyane Wade? No. Was he good? Yeah. Should he have won more championships? Probably. Have I covered it all? No.
I think what bothers Paul is
He
that
only won
Dwyane.
one.
Yeah, that's what it is. And they won, and Dwyane won 2 more, and in that process eliminated him, I think 2 times.
Yeah. Kind of has that.
I mean, they basically broke up the big 3.
Yeah, kind of has that on. And Dwyane Wade's big 3 was better than. I mean, Paul Pierce even admitted that Dwyane Wade's big 3 was better than his big 3. That's what he was kind of arguing the whole time.